Hello YouTube, I'm Miss Younger. Welcome to my channel. I will be giving reviews on popular movies and TV shows. Today this video is going to be about The Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 16, episode 1. I'm new to this, please be patient with me. If you would like for me to review a show that maybe you are into, please drop it in the comments. Make sure that you like this video. Make sure you subscribe, and I will be happy to share my review on content. And yeah, so today this video will be about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 16, episode 1. Sorry, I'm a week late, but I did watch the episode. I'm just late in making this video. Overall, I think this will be a good season. It's a soft reboot has been done to the show, and I think it was really needed. The last 2 seasons have not been the best. The last couple of seasons have not been the best. I must admit, I was intrigued though. These new ladies, they could use some improvement, but overall, I would say they will probably have their own storylines to bring to this show, which will be interesting. Unlike the past seasons, seemed like everyone liked their storyline and kind of jumped on one person who did have one, or created these fake beefs with people. So this season seems like maybe it will be something new, something refreshing, something that we've been needing from this show. Of course, the show starts off with Portia talking about a little bit about her divorce with Simon, what happened, that she would have remained married to him had he had been honest to her from the beginning of, regarding his situation. As you all know, he's been detained, possibly will be deported. And she said she had no clue. She asked him a couple of times for him to, let her know what's going on, what's true, and he did not. So she filed for divorce. They're currently going through a divorce right now, and that's her situation. I'm pretty sure that'll be her storyline for most of this season. Also, her best friend, Shamia, is now a peach holder. She has been in the previous seasons as a friend of Portia, and we also know her as being a friend of Candy. But this year, Shamia girl, she gonna have her shine. I didn't realize that her life was this fabulous. Actually, her whole life seems very, it seems like something we would like to follow. I didn't know that her husband has a company where he does the HVACs in the airports. Their house is amazing. Amazing. Cynthia said in the show, she made a joke saying her house is so nice, it doesn't even come with an address. Like, I forgot the name. Was it Franklin Hall or Sterling Hall on the house? Whatever it was, that house was amazing, okay? And this is something this show has lacked. Like, these women pretend to have this fabulous lifestyle, but no, Shamia, this is real. This is not pretend. This is not fake. They're not renting out a house or renting out cars. This is how she lives. And what is more intriguing about her is she is so modest with it. You would have never known that this girl had it all. And I'm going to tell you, even her personality, she doesn't flaunt brand names. She's not one of those people. And she's fine with letting her friends shine. So I find Shamia to be honestly a breath of fresh air. She also has great relationships with people. She's like the glue this season. She's friends with the older girls, the original girls, as well as the new girls that are on this season. So she has connects, okay? And she has her own career. She has her children and a storyline regarding that. Like, this girl's life is going to be very interesting, and I'm here for it. She is She seems to be the it girl this season, just from looking at this episode, and I can see that her friendship with Portia may suffer some cracks. I knew they were friends for a good couple of years. I didn't know that they were childhood friends. And so I hope that their friendship isn't severed, because childhood friends should remain friends for life, in my opinion. And I hope that they can sustain their friendship. But I do sense that there may be some jealousy on Portia's part, because Portia, this was her thing, right? Like, she was on the show and she had her shine on the show. And now here her friend is coming and she's going to be getting, some shine. And Portia seems to be this season getting sunned by some of the other girls. So I am looking forward to seeing what's going to come about with this dynamic, and hopefully their friendship will sustain. We also meet some new girls this season. We have Britt Edie and we have Kelly. I forget her last name. Their lives seems interesting enough where I would like to follow and know more about them. What I do not like is that they are coming across kind of aggressive and provoking some of the older cast members into these altercations, right? It's like it's unnecessary. You have Kelly, she's coming for Portia's juggler, right? Unprovoked. She was at lunch with Shamia and Britt, and they're talking, and she says to Shamia, I just want to know why that woman stole that girl's husband. We all been following Portia's storyline with Simon, Fallon, Jalen, and all of them, and we know they were all a mess. We all know this. This has been about, 2-3 years ago? And this is what you want to start a conversation with? And you are so sold on wanting to know what happened? Why? Was Simon your husband? Did she take him from you? She needs to let this one go and come up with something better. I didn't like that. And then we had the situation with Britt where she meets Kenya, and you could tell it's like she's itching for a fight with Kenya for some reason over the most silliest thing. Britt had a ring on her finger. She's married. She didn't have her wedding band on, just the engagement ring. So, of course, Kenya assumed that she was just engaged. And she's like, well, how come you don't have your wedding band on? And Britt got so sensitive. She was so sensitive about that and made it such a big deal. Automatically, I feel like Kelly and Britt got together before the show started and they made a pact. Listen, you go for Kenya, I'm coming for Portia. And they did this to try to, make a name for themselves on the show. This is what I'm getting from this. And I'm not liking it. I'm all good for there being some animosity between cast members only when it's authentic. And this does not come off authentic. So I'm hoping they dial it back some, because it's a bit much and we don't need these fake beefs going on with the cast members. This kind of gives me Marlo vibes, her just coming for anybody to just try to keep a storyline going and be popular on the show. And honestly, I just prefer there to just be, the show focuses on what they do, right? Like what they do with their careers, who's their husband, how is their family life, and then, let them take their trips like they normally would take with the cast members. And if something brews, authentically, then I'm all for it. But this was given a bit much. We also met Angela Oakley, who is Charles Oakley's wife. I don't know much about her to even give a real opinion on her. But hopefully as the season progresses, we get to see a little bit more about her. So far, she seems unproblematic, but only time will tell. We also saw a small smidget of Kenya, and I can tell that was purposely done by production. It seems like they edited her out. And so instead of her coming off as a main, peach holder, she came off as a friend of. Honestly, didn't even really need to show her in this episode. They took her, like, they cut out most of her scenes, you can tell. And, you know, I'm not a huge Kenya fan, but I don't dislike her. I actually liked Kenya more before she got on this show. You like how I did that more? I actually liked her more before she got on the show. I just thought she was a beautiful woman, Miss USA. And when she got on the show, I'm like, ooh, this is how she is. Okay. But she is good for TV. And it's just kind of messed up how they really kind of cut her scenes in this episode. But we'll see as it progresses. I'm sure we'll see more of her, at least till we get to that, you know, her hair care party where all this drama goes down. Yeah. And Cynthia, we got to see her. And I like Cynthia. I know people think she's boring, but you know, you need different personalities on the show. And although Cynthia is very reserved, don't be fooled. She can give it to the best of them. And I love that about her, Miss Bailey. So I hope we continue to see more of her. And I really wouldn't be mad if she is made a permanent peach holder again. Anything else that I missed? Let's see. I don't think there was anything else I missed. Oh, Drew. I liked Drew. The last 2 seasons, I really liked her. I felt like she was the underdog, like she was the easy target for the other girls to kind of pick with and mess with because, you know, she didn't have the hair and the clothes and all that. And most of them don't have it together when they first start off on the show. So, you know, I just like her personality. I liked her on the show, The Game. And I think she's a good actress. I think she's a good singer. However, I'm disappointed with her so far on this season because, man, Portia, like you could tell they did have some type of a good relationship, right? Like she is one of the, she's ambassador for Portia's hair care line, Go Naked Hair. We've seen in the past, like her actually call Portia to get encouragement to talk to her. And now you find out that Drew is like literally having this relationship with Portia's baby's father, whether it be romantic, friendly, or professional, whatever it is, she's having it behind Portia's back. And I find that to be quite messed up. And at least let Portia know what's going on. Don't be like that. You know, I don't know. It gives off sneaky, or maybe this is her way of trying to combat Portia this season. I feel like a lot of people are going to really come for Portia this season, unfortunately. And I wonder, was this coming back or this paycheck worth it to Portia? Because a lot of these girls are waiting to take her spot. The same way Britt is waiting to take Kenya's. Like, this is what the season looks like to me. Hang in there. It seems interesting, way more interesting than what we've got the past season. So I'm looking forward to what's to come. And I'm going to head on out, and I'm going to also watch the second episode so I can hurry up and put together another review for you guys. So stay tuned, and thank you, and enjoy your day. Bye.